Marshall for lessons.io, and today we're going to look at a nice song. It's a jazz song called Give Me the Simple Life, and this was requested by one of my fans out there. Thank you for requesting this nice tune. When I looked it up, I found that everybody has sung this. Ella Fitzgerald and June Christie and just everybody in the world. Frank Sinatra's done it. I can't think of anybody who hasn't done it. And it was a big tune back in 1946. It was written in 1945. So that's the era we're talking about, in the 40s. Now it's got more than just a few simple chords, so you might want to get a piece of paper and pencil and write these chords down. These are the chords you're going to need. You're going to need an E minor 7. Now of course, if you're going to play it at the bottom of the neck, you know, there's your E minor. But jazz chords probably are better on the middle of the neck, or high on the neck, as we're doing here, because they sound better. Okay? And then that's your E minor 7. That's your first chord, and we're going to play 4 chords in our intro. So first we're going to play the intro. That's E minor, and then we go to A7, and then we go to a D, and then we go to a B7. And that's your intro. So those 4 chords, of course, we need those, and we need those in this song as well. Other chords that we're going to need are a C sharp minor. That's going to be up here. Now you can do it down here too if you like. And I've simplified some of the chords, you know, for not everybody's going to be a jazz player, so we can play it anyway. This is C minor, C sharp minor 7. And then from there we go to an F sharp 7, and then to a B minor, and then to a D7. Then we have a G minor, and then we have a B minor 7, and then we have an E7. So let's look at some of these chords, okay? In the song, there's a C sharp minor chord, which is a lot more difficult than this one, so we'll stick with the easy ones, okay? So this is the C sharp minor. Now you can play the same chord up here, and if you're counting up on the neck, you have your F, and then your G, and your A, and then a B, and then a C sharp. Remember that here and here that is a B and that is a C sharp, because that's a C. So remember that. So here's your C sharp minor chord, okay? And this chord is, we're playing it here, these 3 fingers, and of course here. It's like 4 strings, and that is going to resolve into your F sharp 7 chord. So here's your D, here's a C, D, E, and then F sharp. Just like when we did it before, here, from here to here, it's here and here. So there are patterns here. When we hit the C sharp minor, we're going to an F sharp 7 chord. When we hit the B minor, we're going to go to several different chords, okay? But here it's going to go up here. So you'll see that progression. And then other chords, as for example in the intro. You start with the E minor 7 to the A7. And then right underneath that is the D7, D, and then we go to the B7. So you see how it's all in a box? And look for your patterns on the neck, because that's the way it's going to be introduced into your brain. If you have to search for every chord, you're going to be all over the place like this, and that's not so much fun. So, we just played half the song for you. The second half has got the same chord structure, different words of course, and we're going to play different parts of the song just to give you an idea. For example, the beginning is the same as the intro. E minor 7 to A7 to D and then B7. Now from here, so we had don't believe in fretting and grieving, B7. Now we want that C sharp minor. So that's right here, see? Right there. So we're here, we're going to go right there. And that's how you're going to remember it, because we're going from here to here. So now where we're going to go after this one, this is going to go into this chord here. So we went from the C sharp minor to the F sharp 7. And then we want the B minor, and remember that if this is a C sharp, that's the B, right? So we go right here now. That's the B minor. From the B minor we went to the D7. Now if you remember from other lessons, you know that when you play a D7 chord, where are you going to go? You're going to go to a G, which is right here. Then the G goes to G minor. That one's not too bad, right? And then we go to the D. Now we're going to go to that B minor 7. Now that's right here again, see? Okay, let's start with the intro once again, just so that we keep going back to the same things. We want E minor 7, A7, D, B7. Now we're going to start the song. So now same 4 chords again. I don't believe in fretting, that's your A7, in grieving, and D, B7 all by itself. And remember we're here, we're going to go right there. Why mess around with strife? So notice I stayed all in the same couple of frets here, okay? So we're at strife, D7. Remember, we're going to a G now. G, and then G minor. So we went to the G minor, and now we go back to the D, and then we're right back over here to this fret. Strut out. Now, give me the simple life. So notice how everything sort of falls into the other one. Now we have the second phrase. We start again. Some find it pleasant, dining on pheasant. Those are your 4 chords from the beginning. Now we go to that C sharp minor. Those things roll off of my knife. And then to the D7. Just serve me tomatoes. That's a D. Mashed potatoes. Then E7, give me the simple life. So, believe it or not, it's not that bad when you get into it. You got to do a lot of back and forth, but learn your chords as far as what goes to what. If I'm playing the D7, probably going to go to a G. See, so it's looking for those connections. And up here, it might help to learn some of the jazz chords, which is all I'm playing here is jazz chords. It would be impossible to do it down here with folk music, see, because you can't do all of those fancy things. You could, but you get yourself into trouble. So, let's just run through the song again, but let's do it a little slower so you can watch what I'm doing. Now I'll give you the chords as I'm playing them. So from our intro, E minor 7, A, D, B7. Now we start the words. I don't believe in fretting and grieving. Why mess around with strife? Hit that D in there, right in the middle. No words there. Now we're going to where? The G, right? Never was cut out to step and strut out to be the simple life. Start again now. E minor, say A7, D, present. Those things roll off my knife. And D7. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. And there you have it. There's the song, Give Me the Simple Life. It's a jazz tune. It's not a cowboy song. So you want those nice muted chords, okay? You don't want that sound, you want this sound. Okay? Sounds better. So, it's a jazz tune, you gotta learn jazz chords, or as many as you can anyway. You'll find it's a lot easier with the jazz chords. They all stay in little pockets, and one leads to the other. So, good luck with that. If I can help you with certain chord positions, we can play them in different positions, but let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. I'm Doc Marshall. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.